Here we go. The time has finally arrived for the great rebuild of British Airways, where hopefully I build a good enough squad to take us up to Tier 9. But first, let's sign our new contract. Hello, welcome to part 7 of Flight to the Prem with British Airways, and today's video we've got the great rebuild. Well, try to have a rebuild, which I think we're almost gonna certainly do that. But first, let's take a look at our new contract. And normally with these transfer videos, I would start with the season preview, but I was not going to show you me signing my new contract. So obviously, I don't think I mean £200 per week isn't a bad. What am I on at the moment? £200 a week is it's not a pay increase, but obviously there could be a pay increase if we do happen to get a promotion. But it's still a 1-year contract. Can I squeeze 1 more year out of you, please? No, just 1 year. That's fine. I'm happy with that. There we go. That's me. That's been done and dusted for next season. 1 more year. Right, hopefully we should be on to the season preview next, hopefully. Hopefully within the next couple clicks. Possibly. Hopefully. Come on. I'll be at the season preview. Should come up pretty swiftly now. There might be a bit of editing involved here. Come on, Oliver. Come on. No, not yet. I don't know where this end of season team thing is, but we'll do it in the opposite way. We'll do the expectations first. We've got 152 followers. That's a 52 increase in last year. That's very good. That is. So what do we want? Obviously, work within the wage budget. We are struggling at the moment. We haven't had the budgets given to us just yet. So hopefully they're good. But I very much doubt that. So we'll accept all of that. Obviously, we're not in the FA Cup this year. That's Tier 9 we get into that. What do they want us to do? Reach the playoffs this year. I think that's doable with the players we could potentially bring in. Obviously, I don't know who I'm bringing in yet. Right, let's talk to them about next season. Champions, that's a little bit of ambitious. Playoffs, that they're agreeing with that, or the select few that are going to be here. I've got nothing else to talk to you about. That's fine, I guess. Who is Culver? Does he play for us? No, he does not. Right, hopefully we should be on. Oh, here we go. Here's the budget. So, wage budget is £800. Obviously, take that with a pinch of salt. Then transfer budget £500, which I think, let's be honest, we will probably just end up transferring that into wage budget when we get the opportunity to. And obviously, we don't have much wage budget left to spare. Not yet, but once most of these players actually leave the club, and that's all of these highlighted players down to Omba, will probably be leaving the club, I think. Obviously, I wouldn't mind keeping Jai Stickney here for another year, but he is out of contract at his parent club, so there's always the case we could bring him in permanently. I think I'd probably have reached the decision that we are probably going to release Durant Abraham. I just don't think he's I know he's if we can get him down to a lower contract, I will. I'm not going to offer you, if you want to be a star player, then you can sort right off. Obviously, you've agreed to be a future prospect. That is very good. So that probably does mean we're going to move you down to the under 21s. I think we won't give you a loyalty bonus. I think that's fine. Obviously, he's not asking for a wage increase, so which is very good. So that does mean Duran is going to be here. Probably won't feature as much because we'll probably get in some decent forwards in. So hopefully, within the next couple clicks, we should be at the season review. Now, here we go. We are finally at the end of the season review, only about a week later from the last clip. So, obviously, a trophy this season, but that was always to be expected. The first season, I think, when I ever start new saves, that probably will be the hardest season. Well, to begin with, then maybe as we progress further, it'll probably get a little bit more harder. But well, quite often, you just try to avoid the sack in your first season. That's what I kind of do. I'm not going to bother going through all of these players that we signed. They're just the most notable ones that I think probably stood out, particularly Sartorius. Obviously didn't play that many games, only 14, but he did get 11 goals, 6 assists. That's 17 goal contributions from 14 games. I mean, that's a sign of a good striker. Obviously Duran, he has signed a new 1-year contract. We are probably going to move him down to the under-21s. That's only if we get like at least another 2-3 strikers. Obviously, Josh Pike, I think, probably will be leaving us. Yeah, he is almost certainly going to be out of contract. Obviously, 5 assists at left back. It's not bad. Obviously, Duncliffe, he wasn't too bad when he came in, but again, another one who will be leaving us. Same with Barlow. Signey, I do want to keep around, but it's just whether or not he signs a new contract with Brenningborough Town. If he doesn't, I'm going to sign him on a free. Obviously, McLaren, absolutely, he's a good player to have around, particularly to help out with the youngsters. Obviously, he did play 29 games, got 5 goal contributions, so not too bad. Bobby Hill, don't know who you are, but I presume that's a youngster. Yes, he is. He's sticking around. Obviously, Charlie McDonald, I think you are retiring. I presume. I mean, you are 43, so I presume you will be. Are you retiring? No. No. We don't know. I presume you'll just carry on until you're 50, I think. Obviously, Concleton, not too bad. Just a lone player. Charman, not too bad either. I think you'll probably, you'll get released as well. Again, most of the players I did sign, I'll pretty much get released. Think Danny Hadley, are you getting released? No, you've got one more year. Obviously, grayed out. Oh, I can't believe he was our first choice at the beginning of the season. Obviously, we've got Tom Coulter now. Again, he's not a bad goalkeeper, a little bit sloppy, but he's better than Hadley. Then Esdras Umba, I mean, absolutely a brilliant player to have. He's going to be certainly one for the future. Did we sign him from Yeovil Town? Wow, I didn't realise that, but we did. Right, so board wanted us to finish mid-table, which is where they wanted us to finish, we pretty much did finish mid-table. I mean, it would have been nice to finish in the top half, but that just was not possible because we were a bit inconsistent towards the final games of the season, so not too bad. Obviously, FA I would like to get a bit further, like to the first or second round this year. Then that cup I don't really care about. Their biggest win was a 8-4 win over Hillington Borough. Match to remember was a 2-2 draw against Moseley. I'm not sure why. If it was later on in the season, which it wasn't, it was the 8th of August, no, 23rd of August. Not really sure why that was a match to remember. I really don't know. Obviously, club reputation is going to be pretty small. It's half a star, so obviously we are down in tier 10, so we're not expecting to be 5 stars just yet. Revenue is pretty much as you expected, pretty low considering we're down in tier 10. This is probably actually pretty good for this sort of level, but to me, it means absolutely nothing. So, all right, let's take a look at the squad. So let's see who's out of contract. So obviously we've got only a couple players in contract, or 6 players. So we've got Ezra Zomba, Kevin McLaren, Tom Coulter, Spencer Moore, Elliot Sartorius, Danny Hadley, Bobby Hill. They'll probably move down into the under-21s because they're not ready for first team football just yet. And obviously Duran, who probably will also join them. So technically, we've got 5 players in the first team squad, good enough for first team football. So we are going to be signing a lot of players. So whether they'll all be good enough, yeah, that's for me to find out when I do sign the players. So I think Now, without further ado, I think we do jump straight forward to the first day of the transfer window, where I may have signed some players, but I very much doubt that. It's currently the 10th of June. The transfer window has opened. No, I haven't had a notification through on it, but it does say on the calendar thing that the transfer window has the restricted transfer window has opened. So I presume that means the transfer window is opened. Bottom line is, I haven't signed anyone because I'm literally gonna wait until we have released all of our players, and I will have a search through the free transfer market. We have sold one of our players, and that is Chas Barlow. He has joined Homer Green for £1. The ripe old transfer fee of £1. I presume that is a new record, I think. Can we have a look at that? What's our record? Oh no, it doesn't even come up, but I'm going to take it as our highest transfer fee received, and that is £1 for Chas Barlow, which is a bit stupid. I wonder how long we have to do this save for to get our higher transfer fee paid and the highest transfer fee received. I'm going to say, I wouldn't say until the National League, I reckon, if we do happen to get that far, which hopefully we do, but at the moment, I haven't done any transfers. We've got a lot of players retiring at the end of this season, which is the players you would have expected. Obviously, Charlie McDonald is retiring at the end of the season. Obviously, at the ripe old age of 43, I think that's probably about time. John Paul Duncliffe retiring again at the age of 42, which not too bad. A pretty long career for the both of them. And Gary Charman also retiring at the end of this season again at the age of 39. I think Joe Congleton also said he's going to be retiring. No, he's not. No, I thought he was. No, we're not going to sign him anyway. It's Jai Signey out of contract. He is. He is. How good was he? Not too bad. I think we do. I don't know. If he comes up on the director of football suggestions, we might sign him. But at the moment, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We probably will, again, this season, mostly free transfers, some loans. I doubt we're going to spend the transfer budget. So when I get the opportunity to, I probably will move that into wage budget. It won't do, probably won't do much to it, but we will probably do that. So I think I'll probably just come back roughly about beginning of July. Then hopefully we should have some players through the door. So it's currently the 9th of July. We've got about a month, I want to say. Yeah, about 1 month before the first league game of the season. We haven't signed too many players because we did offer players, but they sort of joined other teams. We've still got 2 players currently waiting, and one of them is John Warner, who is a centre-back, the other one being Daniel Cook, who is a left winger, trying to bring him in on loan from Hype. Hopefully that deal goes through, but these are the 3 players that we've signed at the moment, I think. Just checking if there was any other players. So first one being Aid Francis. He is a 21-year-old English left winger, 5-star. Well, I'm not even going to say the ability because it's going to change by the start of the season. He is a good, oh my God. He is a good county leagues player. How do we get him? But potentially ran around the north-south. Wow. Wow, if we don't get promoted this year, absolutely unbelievable. He is coming on a free transfer from Bromsgrove. Interestingly, started off his career at Warsaw. So another player who started at a EFL club and has dropped down to tier 10. So hopefully he can move back up to the leagues with us. Obviously, with him being a left winger, we are going to be changing tactics this year. We are going to be playing a 4-2-4 this year. So obviously a slight change, but still a 4-4-2, but a little bit more attacker. We're going to go back to a wing play system, but if that fails, we will move back to the ticky-tacky system that we used in the final like 10 games of the season. Right, back to the players that we were talking about. Next signing is Renford Mansford. He is a 23-year-old English centre mid, 2 stars of current ability, 5-star potential. He's a good player for this league. Could be a leading player for this league. Obviously, we want to get promoted, so I expect he might be one of those players that you might see, or he'll get released at the end of this season. But he has come in on a free transfer from Harpenden Town. Obviously, played a quite good loan spell at Bridgenorth. 2 assists, one goal. That's not too bad from a centre mid. I don't really expect a lot more, so I reckon he'll be a useful fringe player he has come in as. Their next signing is Alex Fletcher, not to be confused by the one that used to play for Bath. He is a 20 years old English right back, 5 stars. Well, what if you want to call that 5 stars current ability? It really isn't. It's probably like 2 stars. But he is a good County League player, which is tier 9, potentially regional first, which I believe is, I think that's tier 8, but I'm not really sure. So it might be tier 7, tier 8. No, the Isthmian's tier 7. I don't really know what tier that is. He is coming in on a free transfer from Harrowby. Another one started off his career at Doncaster, so good EFL clubs, and dropped down to tier 10 to play for British Airways. I like it very much. So not a bad couple of players, 2 decent players. One, okay, he's a good backup, but not a good. So this is what the squad currently looks like, with a month left of the first game of the season. We'll just remove him from his position. We are training up Spencer Moore to become a natural right winger. Obviously, he's a natural right mid. Can't really play right winger. Well, he probably can, but not. He's going to train him up. So at the moment, we've got 2 goalkeepers. Obviously, Danny Hadley will probably get moved down to the under 21s along with Bobby Hill, so we'll probably just move them down once we've got players for that position. So at the moment, 2 goalkeepers. I think goalkeepers we probably need one more, maybe a loan player, or just keep Danny Hadley in the first team squad just in case Colton gets injured. We can always bring in a loan if we need to. Then right back, obviously Fletcher. Centre back, obviously Omba. Left back Hill at the moment. Obviously, probably just keep him in the first team squad just for experience. Not really experience, but experience for him, but not for the team. Then centre mids, we've got McLaren and Mansford, so we probably need a couple more centre mids. Moore as our right winger. Then we've got strikers Sartorius and Duran at the moment. Obviously, Francis as our other left winger, so let's go through positions one by one. Obviously, goalkeepers we're fine for at the moment. So we need another right back, 3 more centre backs, another left back, a couple of centre mids, a right winger, maybe 1 or 2 more strikers, maybe a couple, I think, because I don't think Duran's quite ready for first team football just yet. Even though he probably would. I think he did finish our top goal scorer last year. 12 goals, not too bad in his first season at 17 years old. That's not too bad at all. So, yeah, so right back, left back, couple of centre backs, couple of centre mids, a right winger, left winger, couple of strikers. So we're talking about at least 7 or 8 more players still to come in. Obviously, with a month left, I expect 5 of them might be permanent. Couple loans, bit of both. So see how it goes. Obviously, plenty of spare wage budget. Can't move that transfer budget, which is very annoying, but I'm sure we'll find a way to do it soon. So let's hope by the end of today's episode I should have a full 20-man squad. Oh, we finally made it to the first day of the brand new season, and I've got to be honest with you, I don't think I've built the best squad. I feel like there's some players which I feel like they are good enough. Some players not so good enough. Shall we take a look at the players that we have signed? There is a couple of players still to come through. A centre-back and one of these strikers. I think probably this guy. Well, I don't know which guy. I think I'll probably just reject that one because Leamington's a far better team than whatever that team was. So players we have signed, we'll go through all of them. Starting off with Aid Francis. He's a 21-year-old English left winger, leading Combined Counties League Division 1 player, potentially regional first. I could have sworn to you it said potentially Vanarama North South, but we'll take that with a pinch of salt. He came in on a free transfer from Bromsgrove Sporting. Oh, I didn't see this at the time. He also had a spell in Gibraltar, playing for Europa Points FC, so not too bad. Got experience abroad. Not sure if it was European football, but it's experience. Their next signing was Renford Mansford. Renford Mansford. His name rhymes, doesn't it? That's funny, yeah. He is a English centre mid, 1.5 stars current ability, 3-star potential. Good player for this league, could improve a lot, really. Could improve a lot, really. I don't think so. He came in on a free transfer from Harpington Down. He is pretty much ready. I'm fairly sure he's just going to be a backup. Might not even play. Next signing is Alex Fletcher. He is a 20-year-old English right back, 3.5 stars current ability, 5-star potential. Good player for this league, potentially regional first divisions, which I believe is Tier 8, Tier 7, Tier 8, I think. So he's coming on a free transfer from Harrowby. Previously had playing experience at Doncaster. And next signing, this is the players you haven't met yet. First up is John Warner. He is a English centre-back, 1 star's current ability, 3.5 star potential. I'm not sure why I signed him, but I did. He's a decent player for our league, which I'll take that. His potential is a good player for our league. I don't really get that, so he's going to get worse. Is that what they're saying? I don't know. He's coming on a free transfer from Harefield United. Previously had a loan experience at Romsey Town last season. Next signing is Dan Wooden. He is a 33-year-old English striker, 2-stars of current ability. Good player for this league, unlikely to improve. I mean, that's obvious. He's coming on a free transfer from Gosport, had loan experience at Kings Stanley last season. He was at Gosport for quite some time. His only 2 clubs have been Moneyfield and Gosport by the looks of it. Kings, British Airways, so this is like fourth team now. So pretty good for him. Hopefully, he's probably going to be a starting striker until we get one of our loan strikers in. And next signing is Ricky Bridge. He is a English left back, 2 stars current ability, showing up 5 stars on trial, but when he brought him in, he's not very good. But we do have another decent left back to introduce soon. He came in on a free transfer from Long Gleven, so not a bad player. I don't think he's going to play much. He is 35, so he is got bags of non-league experience. And next signing is Daniel Cook. He is a 17-year-old English left winger, 2 stars current ability, 5-star potential. He's a good player for this league. Could improve a lot. I mean, that's saying something. Could be Panorama North South, could be even higher. He's coming on loan from Hythe Town, I believe. Yep, Hythe Town. So he had a loan spell at Amersham Town, same league as us. Not too bad. 6 goal contributions. That's not too bad for him. Their next signing is George Sims. He is a English left back, 3 stars current ability, 5-star potential. He's probably going to be our first choice left back for this year. He's a good player for this league, potentially tier 9 or higher. He's joined us from Hartbury University, fresh out of uni. I don't think he's not old enough to be a graduate from university. He started off his career at Grimsby, so another one that came through a youth system at a EFL club, so not too bad. The next signing is Ronnie Moore. He is a 17-year-old Trinidad Tobago right back. No youth caps. I'm sure that'll be something that should happen soon. 3 stars current ability, 5-star potential. He's a good player for this league. Could improve a lot, which I suggest he could be Vanarama North South. He comes in from Wildstone on loan for this season. Then Jack Osborne is a 25-year-old English centre-mid, 3.5 stars of current ability, 4-star potential. He's a good player for this league, potentially leading player for this league. We have signed him. He's on loan from Phoenix Sports for this season. Also, another player that came through a youth system at a EFL club, this will be in Rotherham, so not too bad. Never made an appearance, but what a team to start with. Not a Rotherham fan, absolutely hate them. And next player, but not least, will be Ryan Cohen. He is a Jamaican centre-back, 2 stars of current ability, 5-star potential. He's probably a good player for this. They could improve a lot. And he's coming in from Wildstone on loan for this season. That is all the transfers pretty much done. There's still 2 players yet still to come in. Whether this guy comes in or not, I don't know, because that's the hardest thing about signing free transfers. Once you put a bid in for one player, quite often or not, 5 or 6 teams will put in a bid for that same player, and that's where it gets even more trickier, which is why this is what the current squad looks like. I very much doubt most of these. I think some of these are in the under 21. So goalkeepers we've got at the moment, if I can remember which ones are actually in the first team. Can I filter it? No, I cannot. So at the moment, we've got goalkeepers. We've got Colton and Hadley. Let's just get the abilities up. Obviously, Colton, oh, yikes. He was 5-star at the beginning of the transfer window. We might need another goalkeeper. That's something I haven't really looked at this summer. So Colton and Hadley probably being our backup keeper. We will keep an eye out for one, but we've got plenty of time before the transfer window closes. A whole 7 months, I think. The transfer window closes in March, or the registration closes. Then right backs we've got Fletcher and Moore. Centre backs we've got Omba, Warner, and I can't be it. I feel like there's one more. And Cohen. Obviously, Cohen is, I know it says natural, his best position left back. He really is a centre back. So, really, obviously, we've still got one centre back potentially coming in. So, need one more centre back, ideally. Then left backs, we've got Sims and Bridge. Obviously, Bridge says he's a left mid, but he's going to be our backup left back. Don't play a left mid anymore. Then centre mids, we've got McLaren, who is suspended. Why? What did you do? Well, he's got one suspension remains, so he's going to be suspended for this match against French's Athletic, who will be the first game of the next episode. So we've got McLaren, Osborne, Mansford. So we do need one more centre mid, I think. Yeah, one more. Yeah, I think I'll agree with that. Then right wingers, we've got Spencer Moore, and that's it. So we need another, ideally, maybe a free transfer, maybe a loan. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if there's any limit on loans. I don't think there is down in this level, but there might be. So we'll have a look at that. So Spencer Moore is our only right winger at the moment. Then left wingers, we've got Cook and Francis. Strikers, we've got Sartorius, Duran, and Wooden. So not bad. So I reckon another striker, another right winger, another centre mid, potentially a goalkeeper, a centre back. Obviously, we've still got 2 players, so that narrows it down to a goalkeeper, a right winger, and a centre mid, basically, if those 2 actually come in. So before we do end today's episode, let's take a look at the season preview. Where are we predicted? 4th place. That's not too, but that's bad. That's a significant improvement from last year, where we were probably predicted around 14th, 12th. So we are predicted to finish in the playoffs, which I kind of agree with that, considering we've got a lot of good players in this squad. Let's take a look at this. So not too bad. I think that's doable. I think that it's better than last season. Every season will be better than last season. I'm sure of it. Then gradually, when we start progressing through the leagues, we'll start bringing in through some released Premier League youngsters that will probably turn up for some profit, I think. That's the plan. Don't know if it will go to plan, but hopefully it does. So, I think that is probably it. That's all the transfer business done for now. Obviously, keep an eye out for more positions. So I will see you all in the next episode, where we'll begin season 2 with British Airways, with our first games being against French's Athletic and Cape Hall. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.